They pay rent. I treat them as a regular customer, as a regular occupant. I don't know nothing about their background. All I know is that they look like, where you get this kind of money from? It was just, they struck me kind of strange.
Fox 8 takes you inside the Atlanta home where police found Derrick Groves with exclusive video of the crawl space. Police say he was hiding in.
Finding out that someone with those kinds of charges was living in your house.
I was shocked. I said, you gotta get the hell out of here.
The home's owner, Richard McQueen, led us inside.
So picture this, them cameras was rolling slow, dust hanging in the air like smoke after a shootout. The walls tore up, drywall peeling like your girl ass feet. Lights swinging low, flickering on the man standing in the middle of it all. That man, Richard McQueen, landlord turned headline, looking like he just woke up in a nightmare he might have helped build himself. Ain't no music, just that quiet creak of the floorboards, whispering secrets like the house trying to tell his own story. McQueen walked through the record like he looking for his clean name buried under all that trash. His face tight, eyes squinting, mouth clamped shut like he biting back a confession. Just the same man swearing up and down he ain't know who was living under his roof. Saying he never ran no background check, never looked the tenant dead in the eye. On paper, just a landlord, but on them streets, he looked like a man who either playing dumb or got played dirty.
They pay rent. I treat them as a regular customer, as a regular occupants. I don't know nothing about their background. All I know is that they look like, where you get this kind of money from? It was just, they struck me kind of strange.
Either way, the game caught up. He talked real calm, that kind of calm that sound too practiced, like he rehearsed it in the bathroom mirror before the news pulled up. Every word low, controlled, like he scared one breath might set off alarms. But quiet don't mean clean. Ask anybody from the block. That's that I ain't see nothing, I don't know nothing look. The way you supposed to carry it, if questioned by 12. But dig just yeah, it been the same playbook forever. When he come down, you play the stupid till it cool off role. He out here chanting, I ain't know them folks, like it's gospel. But you can see it in his eyes. That man either lying through his teeth or drowning in denial.
McQueen says he has no idea why his home was involved.
I don't know the people who I rented it to. It was so secretive.
Meanwhile, feds out front, neighbors peeking through blinds, reporters crowding the driveway like vultures with cameras. Everybody trying to sniff through the smoke and mirrors. And the thing about the streets, they don't need no magnifying glass to smell bullshit. Something off, and everybody feel it. McQueen claimed he ain't know he was living there. Same crib with Derrick Groves that boy Wu was hiding from the feds. Yeah, that Wu, the same dude who had whole agents just looking like amateurs, ducking manhunts like bill collector phone calls. When the feds finally busted that door down, McQueen ain't say maybe I suspected something. Nah, he stuck to the script like a man scared to improvise. I don't know them. I'm called it playing by the code. Others saying he shook. He told the news he asked neighbors who the tenants was, and they said good people. That's the oldest line in the book. Friendly lies told with a handshake and a smile. The kind of block where nobody asks questions, cause peace and quiet pay better than curiosity. But money talk and paperwork, it's snitch and cursive. No landlord letting strangers post up without knowing something. Either he got a reason or he got a blindfold. Then come the rent talk, that part that smelled funny from the jump. He said his daughter handled it, he just collect. I stay out the picture, is what he told reporters.
They was quiet. When I went, I was just getting the rent.
He says his daughter collected the rent and he had no idea who was living here. Police say they got a tip 28-year-old Derrick Groves was in the home. They tried to get him to come out, but he refused.
Just the landlord, no ID checks, no leases, signed paper, no references. That's not business, that's insulation. That's him building a wall between himself and whatever dirt was going down behind them doors. The internet been clowning ever since, saying he trying to play middleman, clean link between the dirty, but the streets don't work like that. Somebody handing out that cash, somebody signing them checks, somebody breathing that air. Money leave footprints, and footprints always lead somewhere. Now picture this man walking them cameras through the house like a tour guide in the Museum of Mistakes. This where they busted in. It's the crawl space. Look what they did. He talking drywall and broken windows like the real tragedy ain't what was hiding under the floor. Trying to flip the lens from harboring a fugitive to being a victim of vandalism. Look what they did to my house. That's what that boy said.
McQueen is very concerned about who's going to pay for all this damage? He kept looking at the damage and seemed just stunned that out of all the houses Groves could have been found in, it had to be one that he rents. Police say they learned that Groves was here after they got a tip from New Orleans. We're live in Southwest Atlanta.
The mess ain't in the walls, it's in his history. That I'm just the owner speech sounding like rap lyrics that don't match the beat. Cause once somebody get caught hiding under your roof, your I don't know start sounding suspicious to them people. Timeline clean enough to hang them. Own the property, rent it out, money come in, no screenings, no meetings, just faith in the bank deposit. Then one random day, boom, SWAT outside, sirens screaming, blue lights bouncing off the blinds. They crack that crawl space and there go that boy Woo, holding up like a vampire trying to dodge sunlight. Queen said he ain't never even seen the man. But the newspapers buy that shit, the streets definitely don't. And this ain't no small time dude dodging traffic ticket. Woo had the feds sweating, manhunt posters, national coverage. Ain't no way he slid under the radar unless somebody opened the door. Either McQueen knew or somebody close did. And now he just playing the distant survival game. Cause when 12 started asking questions, every I didn't know became a landmine when you on the 6 o'clock news. He keep telling the camera he clueless. I don't know who lived here. I just collect rent. Saying he shocked as anybody else. Bringing reporters through like he inviting them to witness his innocence. Pointing at broken windows. Walls caved in. Trying to sell that pity angle. Who gonna pay for all this, he asks. Come on, bruh. Acting like Channel 7 gonna cash him out for sympathy. Ain't nobody worried about no drywall when the real story hid in his crawl space. He centered himself as the victim, while 12 got him in parentheses. Maybe suspect, maybe foul. That's PR 101. Make the mess about the mess, not about what caused it. But detectives, they play chess with lies. Every I don't know get lined up against a phone ping, a receipt, a timestamp. His daughter, she in that scope now too. Rent collector turned person of interest. He the bridge between landlord and tenant, clean and dirty, cash and consequence. Investigators gonna follow that money like it left behind breadcrumbs. Ink log don't lie. And them reporters, they smile and fake friendly. Hold the mic steady while the recorder snitch straight to the feds. Every quote he drop, another bullet point in somebody's affidavit. And the more he talk, the more the walls close in. He said he never met nobody, but rent got paid, lights stayed on, water ran. Somebody managed that crib. Ain't no ghost tenants in real life. You can't own a property and act blind when it's occupied. His ignorance looking less like innocence and more like insurance. Cameras pan slow. House looking like a crime scene with bad taste. Broken furniture, flipped mattresses, crawl space gasping open like the mouth of truth. McQueen standing dead center, still playing I didn't know who it was in here role. The silence after hit heavy, like the walls themselves screaming stop lying, bro. The tension thick. You can feel it. That question hanging in the air. Is he dumb or just dirty? Either way, he knee deep in it. He said a rental his only income. Trying to pay regular man, just making ends meet. That's the sympathy hustle. I'm just trying to survive. But the block see straight through all that. He playing the victim to dodge the villain role. He even said he was out of town when the raid hit. Like he a bystander caught in his own headline. I'm just trying to figure out what happened, he said. But ignorance don't grant immunity. Negligence and guilt, they rhyme for a reason. Law enforcement ain't say much, but best believe they working quiet. They got every quote printed, every video saved, every contradiction on file. Him walking through that wreck looking like a reenactment gone wrong. Every I just collect rent sound like another clip on a case file. And then them contradictions, they stacking high. He don't know the tenant, but somehow the rent getting to his daughter every month. Utilities stay active, inspections pass. Come on now, homie. Every landlord know the occupant, even if it's through receipts and repairs. He trying to wash his hands, but guilt leaves stains UV can't miss. The neighborhood talking now. Folks whispering on porches talking about hot fences. Our landlord don't know who hiding in his own crib. Block smell fear, and the media feasts on it. Camera zooming in on this just a slow motion shot of confusion. But the real hole ain't in the drywall, it's in his story. The gap between what he should have known and what he claimed he didn't, and the truth. It always crawl out. Just just like that boy Wu did. Ain't nobody heard him say he helping investigators either. Nah, he too busy talking repairs, damages, sympathy, trying to spin it like he the one got wrong. My property destroyed, he said. Yeah, but somebody's freedom died in there too. You won't pity, but pity don't silence subpoenas. You rent out ignorance, you pay back in truth. Rewind it just a bit. Before the sirens, before the chaos, just cash, paperwork, and silence. On the list of property, somebody move in, checks come steady. He don't ask names, don't shake hands. Order collect, he chill. Then boom, block lit up, SWAT swarming, fugitive found in the crawl space. That ain't bad luck, that's neglect turning into headlines. The feds gonna trace it all. Deposits, messages, call logs. 1 week good text could tie that family to a federal fugitive. Innocent or not, money passed through hands, and that makes them part of the story, whether they liked it or not. Now McQueen wearing the title nobody wants, landlord of the fugitive. Once the press label you, that ain't permanent. Every word he speak now echo between newsrooms and interrogation rooms. If you catch him slipping, his I don't know might turn into that you have the right to remain silent. He's still on camera though, still running that this my only income speech, trying to build sympathy like he fundraised in court. But sympathy don't use accountability. The law don't care about rent checks when they looking for suspects. Buck can cry about bills, but that don't unhide that boy Wu. Truth don't move slow, it chase you down. Investigators gonna map his steps, dig through his calls, match them deposits, pull statements from his neighbors. Each clue shrink that distance he trying to keep. He not telling the story no more, he is the story. If his daughter dragged him into a trick bag, that's family fallout. The feds don't care about family drama, they care about convictions. And when they kicked in that door, all that I ain't no energy evaporated. That's only what you did, what you ignored, and what you hoping they can't prove. Out here, truth don't whisper, it bang on doors like SWAT at sunrise. And for Richard McQueen, the landlord who claims he ain't know who lived under his roof, that knock will still echo forever. Because on the streets, silence ain't safety, it's just another sound right before the truth kick in.